Welcome back to another Niagara Broadsword Academy historical supplement. There's nothing wrong with your YouTube window? Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. We control the horizontal. We don't? Do we control the vertical? What do we control? We control the Lego-ness of the presenter. Oh. I guess the continuing adventures of 17th century cad Donald McBane, now with 80% more Lego. Last time, McBane met a man he'd killed, fought to the death over a pig, blew himself up with a grenade, and let's just say an unbelievable amount of questionably moral business. Let's see what he gets up to this time. First of all, Donald describes with great pride and much detail the taking of Donauworth, a feat he says never before accomplished until he arrived. In the last paragraph, he mentions nonchalantly that he was stabbed thrice and shot in the leg by a pair of musket balls. I guess when you grenade yourself almost to death, a pair of musket balls gets downgraded to boo-boo. Then follows more campaigning, or more accurately, more looting of the towns and countryside. McBane feels quite liberated, being in enemy territory and not beholden to any kind of laws. Not that he ever really faced much consequences in breaking them to begin with. While camped near Augsburg, Donald convinces 16 professors of the sword to help him procure reinforcements from the enemy camp. Reinforcements for his harem, that is. After securing 14 brave Dutch lasses, a rescue party comes to McBane's camp, and a series of duels is enacted to decide the fate of the women. Never mind the idea of the women being given the right to choose, or any sort of dominion over their fate whatsoever, I guess. Long story short, he stabs 8 or 9 people, and the rescue party heads home empty-handed, owing a tribute that they never pay, and McBane basically calls it even because what does he care? He gets paid either way. Next on his list of military engagements is the Battle of Blenheim. Suffice to say, it is a violent clash with the French, and by the time all is said and done, he had been shot 4 times in various parts of his body, and stabbed 5 times, all before being left for dead. Here's where McBane's legendary luck gets a little bit wonky. Luckily, he's not dead. Unluckily, that's likely to change soon because of the cold and the fires and the very many wounds. Luckily, the Dutch send a search party through the wounded and dead. Unluckily, they rob him of everything, including all his clothes. Luckily, he has enough strength after being mugged to climb up a bunch of corpses and avoid the fire. Unluckily, he falls off the corpse pile and realizes he's dying of thirst now that the fires have passed. Luckily, I guess, there's no shortage of fresh corpse blood to drink. Ugh. 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 Unluckily, but obviously, that is a terrible idea and makes his condition considerably worse.
The Frogut is also cursed.
In the end, he's just lucky enough to make it through the night, when he will be rescued by a sergeant and his team there to recover the wounded. They take him back to camp, get him to vomit up all that dead guy blood, and begin treating his wounds. It is a long and grueling... Oh, I got drunk. Oh, shit. Oh, I fell. Oh, God. Alright, I'm fine. It is a long and grueling process of recovery. More than a month till he can even walk with the assistance of crutches. A humbling experience for any normal man. I know. I can hear you already. But this isn't any normal man. This is Donald friggin' McBane! And you are absolutely right. So, as soon as he can hobble on crutches, he heads to the gambling corner of the recovery camp and starts asking the age-old question. Where's my cut? After convincing the injured Italian man with one good arm who was running the gambling tent that McBane was indeed serious, the two of them engaged in a sword fight. Honest, I'm not making this up. Is McBane making this up? Someone check on that. This part is just... it's weird. Anyway, the two lame swordsmen go at it. in what McBane describes as something the spectators did laugh at, but his skill with the sword, despite lacking the ability to walk, carries the day for him. For the record, I don't want to hear a peep about McBane's crutches fight from any of you when it's footwork practice time. In any case, he stabs the wounded vet, so they put him in charge of banking for the gambling tent, because being good at stabbing, I guess, is an indicator of fiscal responsibility for McBane. Anyway, tune in next time when the army inexplicably puts this psychopath in charge of 5 entire cannons, I guess. Why not? In the meantime, stay safe, wash your hands, practice your footwork. I'm fine. I'm fine.